taking a step of faith is not a risk, but it can feel very risky. Hi, Life Center family. It's Elder Catherine, and as many of you know, this is Black History Month, and so I was reading some information and an article about Martin Luther King Jr., and what a remarkable man he was. What a just admirable and noble man of God he was, to bring to light so many wrongs and injustices, but with the heart that came from heaven. And I read something today that just encouraged me, and Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase." And as I was thinking about that, I was thinking about taking a step of faith on a staircase. And when you think about that, we think about going up a staircase, but, staircases go both ways. And taking a step of faith is not a risk, but it can feel very risky. And it can feel like very unsettled, very unstable, very unsure, because we don't know what the outcome will be. But that's where a trust in God comes into place. I think about how Dr. King led so many people and so into so many situations that really were steps of faith, because he believed that his cause was righteous, which it was, and he believed that God was on his side, which he was. And yet he would lead these people into situations where they could be beaten or hurt or in danger, and yet he took the first steps. He didn't see the outcome. He didn't see from the very beginning the view of what we see today, the fruit of his work. But yet he took it even when he couldn't see the whole staircase, and felt like he was headed up, but there could have been some situations where they fell down. And so I want to encourage you today just to understand that God doesn't give you a vision. He doesn't give you a purpose. He doesn't give you a goal or a plan or a destiny without providing what is needed to get you there. And we have to be able to take that first step and the next step and the next step, knowing that he is faithful who promised, that he is the one that sticks closer than a brother. He's the one that walks beside us. He's our front and our rear guard, that he is our redeemer. He's our provider, that there is no scarcity in his kingdom. There's nothing that he can't provide for you that is needed for you to fulfill what it is that he has laid on your heart. So I want to encourage you to take the steps that the Lord has laid upon your heart to take. Take it, even though you can't see the completion from your perspective now, knowing that as you take that step, your perspective is going to change, and you will see more and more and more. The scripture says that the path of the righteous is bright as the shining sun, and that as we take those steps along that path, that he will light the next step for you. So when you're thinking today and praying today and looking at your day and thinking, oh my gosh, Lord, that's a real step of faith, remember Martin Luther King Jr. He didn't see the whole staircase, but faith is taking the first step, even though you don't see the whole staircase. I hope that blesses you today. It certainly blessed me, and I trust that it did you as well. God bless you. We love you. Our leadership loves you. The pastors love you. I love you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.